Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today's video is a budget with me. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I thought, okay, today let me do a budget. A budget with me. Where's my blue pen? It was supposed to be here, but anyway, okay, I'll just use this one. Okay, found it. Found it. It's all good. I'm gonna write on a slant. So this is my October budget. Okay, so yeah, so what happens with me is my budget changes every single month. Okay, the amount that I work with changes every single month. Okay, it's the 21st of October. So usually I do my budget on the beginning of the month, and then by this time I'm already doing my actuals. I like to do my budgeted amounts, my budgeted column at the beginning of the month, and then that way I kind of make decisions aware of what's happening, how much I'm expecting as income and all of that. But I think the past few months, with us wanting to wind down on the project, we've got people working and things change and all of that, so we're having to adjust that even more than before. So my budget this time, the income that I'm going to be working with is 30,000. It's likely to change, but I hope not. I really hope not. Okay, so the total. So I'm going to be doing the budgeted column, and then should that change, I'll do my actuals. But for now, this is kind of what I'm going to be working with. So let me just put down my bills, and I'll be right back. Okay, so these are my bills, and mostly if you've been following me, my bills haven't really changed. That is the rent, insurances. These amounts have changed a bit. DSTV has gone up, 725. Utilities, it's just water and electricity. It's gone down a bit because now we stay under one roof, so it's no longer two roofs. And then our subscriptions, 515, probably more than this because I don't know what's going on. I'm getting charges on my card that I don't know where they're from, but fortunately, yeah, fortunately, I have a buffer, so I can't really feel it. I don't really feel it. And then my bank fees, I've been doing 300. This month I put 400 because I've been doing a lot of e-wallet and sending money back and forth to builders and all of that. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it'll be more. That's what I'm budgeting anyway. And then funeral covers are 840, and the total for all of that is 12,100. So I do a zero-based budget. So a zero-based budget means I'm budgeting for everything. So at the end of this all, I should have a zero. So let me just, okay, let me take that. Now I'm going to take this away from the 30,000. So minus, so now moving forward, I just have 17,900 to work with. So I'm also going to write down my variable expenses. Now my variable expenses are split into two. All of these are my variable expenses, but I just divided them between the two. These are those that stay at home, and these are those that I carry with me every single day in my wallet. Yeah, that's why I say daily spending. Okay, so let me just write these down. Yep, that is everything for my variables that stay home. So my prescriptions, me and my hubby are on prescription meds, but now medical aid pays 100%. So I just budget, I'm still budgeting 100 pula because, you know, should for over-the-counter medication. It's not enough for supplements because those are so expensive. But this is just for someone gets the flu or something like that. And then petrol, 400. Yeah, I use more than this now since I'm traveling a lot. But hubby kind of helps me out with that. So that's why I'm sticking to the 400. And then airtime is also 400. And then hubby is 2,000. The kids are also 2,000. Yard clean. Usually, my yard clean is 200. But this month, since the gentleman who cleans our yard has moved, he left his son in charge. So we kind of got him to clean because there's a lot of construction going on at the plot. We asked him to clean the rubble and just put it into one pile for us, and that's an extra 200 pula. And then car wash, it's gone to 250, and then my essentials are 2,000. So the total for all of this is 7,550. So since we're at 17,900, I take 7,550, and my balance is now 10,350. So now we go to the my variable expenses, but that stay with me, and you know that I carry with me every day, and they are, yeah. So guys, I'm trying to write. My handwriting is so different today because I'm trying to not put the page on a slant like every day. But anyway, our groceries, things are so expensive. Things have gone up like so much. At 3,000, and then meat is 2,000. So basically, we're spending 5,000 pula on food per month. That is so hectic. It's so hectic. And then house takeaways. Takeaways are 400. Yeah, because we're never home. We're never here on weekends. We always are at the plot, at the project, and we cook there. So we buy. Yeah, I don't know why, but I never take food from here to cook there, but I always cook. So we end up just using this money here. Yeah, that's how it is. And then 200 pula. I'm almost never home, guys. Almost never. It's a miracle that I'm here now to do this because my husband is away. That's why I'm able to do this. So kindness. This money here usually is just giving. If somebody's in need somewhere and just you need to give them. But now staying in Gaborone, I don't know how people who stay in Gaborone do it. You ask somebody for directions, they want money. You park. Parking that is there already, that is designated already for parking. You're gonna park anyway. You're gonna park. Anyway, these guys, they kind of expect you. I suppose you could just go without, you're not forced to give them money, but they kind of expect it. That's just the reality of things nowadays. You just pay and pay and pay. And then miscellaneous is 400. Like, I have nothing against tipping people. I have nothing against it, but the parking is not paid. It's free parking. But those gentlemen who work at the parking lots, you're going to park anyway, like I said. There's free parking everywhere. They kind of direct you to come here and then you pay them. It's so weird. Ines is getting 400 pula and I am getting 400 pula. Like, guys, am I getting a raw deal or what? Look, my husband is getting 2,000. The kids are getting 2,000 and I'm getting a measly 400. Oh, well, the life of a mother, I guess. And then the total for all of those is 6,600. Now I've got to take that away from, and I've got 3,750. So these categories here are categories that I carry in my wallet. Every day I've got this money with me. But with groceries, I don't carry 3,000 with me. The 3,000 is divided into two. There's my grocery haul. I buy the combo. Combo. I spend 1,400 on my basics, my staples, and then 1,600 I leave in my binder, and then I put every week 400 into my wallet. Gosh, I hope that makes sense. And then all of these ones here, I divide by 4, and I divide by 4 all of these. Put 100 pula every week, 50 pula every week for the 200 pula, and it really works for me. I haven't looked back ever since. Now, when I get to debt, when I started doing my videos, I did not have any debt. I still don't have any debt, but I've got a lay-by and bedding lay-by because the new house and everything. For 1,000 pula, and that's just that. I thought, let me spend 1,000 pula every single month to buy things because I actually made a binder for household to buy curtains and that, but I haven't been able to stuff it. So I thought, if I can just include in my budget 1,000 pula every single month, and I spend it on bedding. Now we've got Mr. Price Home and Mr. Price Pep Home and all of that. I lay by every month, and then I budget 1,000 pula every month. Yeah. So then I don't need to the calculator, but I'll just use it anyway. So there's 2,750. So I've got 2,750. Here it gets a little bit tricky. And then I'll write down all of the things that I save up for, and then the amounts kind of get wonky. They depend on this amount. So let me just write them. Yeah, so Motelo, my amount is always the same, 900. And then denominations are always 470. So minus 900 minus 470. And then Snowball October, that's 1,000. Yo. So I've got 380 to split between these two here. But then I suppose I'll do 140, 140. Or I'll do 200 for the monthly, and then I'll do 180 for, so I'll do 200 for the monthly, and I'll do 180 for that. Let's see if my math is mathing. 900 plus 1,000 plus 180 plus 200 plus 470. Yep, I am on track. So that is 2,750 minus this 2,750 for a zero-based budget. So that is how I do my budget. Obviously, there are many different ways of doing it. There are many different sheets that one uses, but this has worked for me for the past 3 years. And yeah, so that is my budget, guys. That is my budget. Now, today is only the 21st. Payday is the 25th, so this might change. It might change. If it does, I will just write the actual income, and then I'll just do my actuals here. That's why I won't put my totals here. I only put it when I do my actuals. So that is everything that I had for you today. Even though I did leave spaces here for the totals, but okay, maybe I could just do that. And I never had anything left over. Anyway, so that is that. We'll have our actuals at the end of the month. And so that is my budget. Please, I hope you like this kind of content. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe and share, comment, and please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.